It's showtime at Homestead, Miami.
Andre Baranowskis at the line, steals it in the Indy 250.
Gordon to Baxter's in trouble, and they go. Gordon to the wall, jumps right around.
Side by side on the final lap, coming to the checkered flag.
Steve Morgan, the last lap pass, and the victory in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 7 in season number 5 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hills Series. We are here at the Texas Motor Speedway, and we're back to doing the All Drivers broadcast as well. Thank you to everyone for hanging in there while everything was going on, but we're back giving you some racing action when we can't have it in real life, and we're glad you're here for the Whataburger 300 from the Texas Motor Speedway. 40 laps of action around this 1.5 mile speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, and we got ourselves 4 guys who are going to be calling this race for you. 3 of them going to be in the booth, and 1 of them going to be down in the pit lane. Matt Tuck, Stuart Gratton, and Christian Vargas going to be doing the main call. Yes, I know Christian Vargas is in this series, but with everything going on, I figured let's go ahead and let the drivers take part of this anyway. We need something to do. And then Trey Wright going to be calling down in the pits, going to be our own Larry McReynolds for this race. But I'm going to go ahead and start out with Matt. This is a fast racetrack. We're going to have a pit stop in this race, but it will get a little spread out here today compared to some other places. So what do these drivers need to do, especially if they're starting in the back of the field, to work their way to the front and have a shot at the race victory at the end of 40 laps here at Texas?
Well, you definitely got a couple things you always have to look at here. Obviously, you know, as per always, track positions extremely important at these racetracks. You know, timing your pit stop is always important too. You always want to, you know, stay out of harm's way, because tracks like this, you know, you never know when you could get sucked up into a big one and that could ruin your day. So, you know, those would definitely be the big 3 things you want to keep or execute to be able to be up front at the end of this thing.
And there is a possibility we could end up with a big wreck in this race. The way Texas rolls sometimes, if one guy overshoots off of turn 2, they can cut back down and cause a big wreck. Stuart Gratton, of course, you've won many races on Napa Fan, and with your driver Mitchell Henderson as well. You know how to get it done in a place like this. You've been here many times before. What do drivers need to do to avoid overshooting that corner off of turn 2?
Well, the big key is that just got to be careful of the apron. I think is the big thing there. You got to make sure that you do not hit it, because it can cause you to go up the racetrack and cause a bit of problems off the turn. That's the big key there, coming off of turn 2.
It definitely is, and these guys are going to definitely have to play it safe off of that corner. It's going to be a fast race. It's going to be a wild race. I think it's going to be a little bit more wild than the Homestead races were, especially in tomorrow's Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. There are definitely a higher possibility of there being a lot more wrecks this weekend than there were last weekend. Either way, that's how they line up in the championship standings. Josh King is your points leader, 198 points towards the championship. 16 points behind, it's John Andrews and Christian Vargas, who's going to be calling the race as well. But we know this isn't real life. I think if you don't know that, it's not. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Christian Vargas, 17 points behind. Jacob Hammond, 22 points behind. And Carter Friesen, 35 points behind after 6 of 28 races. Going to go ahead, get these guys to roll off, and then send it down to Matt Stewart and Christian for the call of the race. Trey's going to be calling some as well. It's going to have a good time here on this Friday afternoon here from Texas. Bobo Jones in the number 73 will lead the field of the green flag for the second time this season, his second pole of the season. Alongside him, it's Josh Williamson in the 39. We got ourselves Dale Salzman and Seth Cole, a couple of veterans right there in row number 2. Mitchell Collins and Owen Miles make up row number 3. Logan Williams will be alongside Jordan Lopez in row 4. Then it's Jeremiah Duane and Parker Smith in row number 5. Double check to make sure everyone is rolling off, and they are. I'm going to go ahead, send it down to Matt Tuck and Stuart Gratton and Christian Vargas for the call of the race. You guys have fun. Hope you guys enjoy the Whataburger 300 from Texas.
And thank you for that, Napa, and good evening to everybody just tuning in here as we get the field rolling up here down the back straightaway here at Texas for tonight's race. I believe we're at 48 laps tonight. Definitely going to be an interesting race. Yeah, 40, my bad. And who do you think, you know, what are we looking out for tonight, Stuart?
Well, you got to be careful with the pit stops. They're going to play a big factor, particularly if a caution comes into it late. Strategy is a big thing here at Texas, but obviously you've got to get a good race car to get up to the front. The inside lane is the key to overtake here at Texas, so we'll see how this goes.
All right, and as he says that, pace car rolls off. Bobo Jones and Josh Williamson will lead us down to the green flag here at Texas Motor Speedway. And Bobo Jones has kind of the advantage coming into turn 1. Bobo Jones, there with a push, with a kind of draft from Dale Salzman. And coming out for the back stretch, Bobo Jones now in the lead. Dale Salzman trying to look for that lead right now.
Here we go, 73, Bobo Jones. You got the 12 on the inside, the 00 line up behind him. They're Bobo Jones out clearing the lead, but they are stacked up 2 by 2 by 2. Oh, is that somebody 3 wide in the middle, I believe. Is that the 12 car there? So we got the 12, and I believe that is, yes, that's Dale Salzman in the middle. Oh, they're getting very, very aggressive. Coming off at 2 down the back straightaway here as Bobo Jones still leads. Whoa, hold on, where was that?
Caution's out.
Caution's out, and I believe that is the 9 of Hunter Blade that's wrecked. The Dumont Jets Chevrolet Camaro.
I do see that. You also saw the 88. Oh, another
couple guys.
The
66.
66 of Trey Smith,
the Daytona winner,
and the 87 of Ashland Boyd.
Boyd with
Caution is out
damage
early here at Texas Motor Speedway. Also the 8 of Mark Allen.
So we'll have to take a look here. We'll get the replay pulled back here in a moment. I'm not sure exactly. This looks like it happened middle, more towards the back of the field.
Oh, and I can't really tell who that was. That also wrecked there. What looked like a black and white car. It looks like to be the 63 of Jonathan Logan.
Yes, the tag Hewer car of Jonathan Logan. So I don't expect these guys to go down this early, but we could see some takers, could see some guys playing strategy, but I don't expect a whole lot of these guys to go down this early. We're way too early into this race for them to be pitting, so we'll definitely have to see how this shakes things up on the restart.
We're going to get, definitely agree with you there, but it'll be just a few moments here. We're going to get the replay pulled up, and we're going to take a look and see, what caused that wreck here on lap number 2 of the Whataburger 300.
So it looks like Mark Allen was trying to avoid the 88 of Lathan Strickland. Did not see the 87 of Ashland Boyd there, got in front of him, and that just caused what looks like to be a major crash. Daniel Voiles barely avoids it, but then, Boyd just comes up into Trey Smith. And what happened in front was that, I don't know what happened in front. The 63 of Jonathan Logan goes upside down and over.
Barrel on turn 2.
Clifton is also involved. And that's what happened to Hunter Blade. He got into the 8 of Mark Allen. That just really destroyed that race car.
So if you watch, I think we'll see more of what happens up here if we watch the onboard of the 8 car, because I believe what happened, I've seen this before, where the 8 got shot down the apron, and then given that he cut the corner in essence, that shot him up in front through the field that was part in front of him. I could be wrong, but just judging from what that angle showed, we'd have to watch an onboard of the 8 to confirm that. We'll take a look here in a moment.
So as you can see here, Allen tries to go to the inside, and then Voiles makes it 4 wide. You see, take a look at Allen here in the 8. The wreck's happening behind, and the 8 comes up into the 46 Clifton. There's the hit to Hunter Blade, the 63 of Logan going upside down. So definitely the 8 car losing control, going up the racetrack and causing that second part of that accident. Take it on board with someone and get back to the restart.
So on board with Mark Allen, number 8. He just gets pinched by the 87, shoots back up the racetrack, takes out 63. As you can see, 63 just barrel rolls once as the 9 car of Hunter Blade rear ends the 8 car. So a little bit of a 2-part wreck there. Going to take out just a few guys, but still very, very early in the race. We already see a flip, so that's how wild it gets here at Texas Motor Speedway. So clean this mess back up, and we'll get back to the restart here in the Whataburger 300.
Back here at the Texas Motor Speedway. I believe we're on. Is this lap number 8 or 6? I apologize.
Lap number
6.
Lap number 6 here, just ticking down the back straightaway, coming to the restart. It's a 73 of Bobo Jones still in the front. Behind him, you're going to have the 12-car Dale Salesman, the 00 Mitchell Collins lined up here for the restart as they'll come to get lap number 7. You got the 37 behind him, and I believe that is the 28, my bad, behind him. An interesting restart here. First one of the day.
And as the pace car rolls off, Bobo Jones will lead them down to the restart here at Texas. And green flag waves, and Bobo Jones might have just locked up the tires there, and that made Dale Salzman catch up to him a bit. Here goes Mitchell Collins down to the inside of Salzman, and now looking for the lead for the 73 of Bobo Jones. It's okay. And here comes the 37 of Logan Williams passing Salzman for 3rd position. Meanwhile, behind them, Seth Cole in the 79 goes up and passes. Salzman didn't have a good restart that time.
No, Salzman did not have a good restart. Drop back from 2nd all the way into the clutches. There's 39 there, but here they go for the lead. Side by side through 1 and 2. It's a 00 of Collins. It's the 73 of Bobo Jones. And the 37 car, where did he come from? The 37 car, Logan Williams looking all over the back, trying to make it 3 wide, pulls out of there, still side by side as he's going to get by. Mitchell Collins goes to lead. Now the 37, they get around Bobo Jones. He stacked it up a bit there on the restart, just kind of lost his momentum there, maybe spun the tires, and now he's going to slide back even farther.
Yeah, here comes Seth Cole on the 79 to the inside, trying to get the 3rd position from Jones, but Jones keeping strong on the outside. Cole keeps it on the inside, so still side by side as Collins runs away with him in the 00, getting a little bit of a gap. Jones clears for 3rd, and now here comes the 10 on the outside, trying to get around the outside, but unable to do so. That is Nick Smith in the WWE car.
So Nick Smith in there in the 10 car. He's on the high side. Dale Salzman in the middle, and I believe, looking at that is the 36 car of Jeremiah Dwayne down there. Oh, hold on. Did the 10 car, did he hit the wall, or did he just get shuffled all the way back and got
No, he just got shuffled all the way.
I think he just lost it off too. But,
you went too high. You went too high up out of the groove, and that's what happens. You just lose so much track position. You want to be in the lower grooves there, otherwise you're just going to fall back so much, and that's what happened to the 10 of Smith there.
And Nick Smith went all the way from being inside the top 10. No, I believe he's shuffled back in line there. Barely inside the top 20 from the looks of it. We go back up to the front of the pack as they're starting to space out. Mitchell Collins cleared Bobo Jones in the 37, and he is checked out. Now Bobo Jones in that 73 car, he's trying to get back around the 37, and Logan Williams trying to make his way back to the front. See Logan Williams, so holding there in the 37, the 79 of Seth Cole might have gotten high. Now here comes the 47. He's looking to start storming up the field.
Josh King.
My bad. The 41 of Josh King.
And Jacob Rush there in the... Wait, is that Jacob? Yeah, that's Jake. I can't see the number. Jacob Rush in the 98 Burger King Mustang moves all the way up to the, I believe, the 6th position from where I'm seeing this.
Yep.
And Seth Cole gets shuffled all the way back, battling for 7th with Jeremiah Dwayne in the 36.
Dale Salzman in the 12 has moved his way back up to 3rd after getting that restart, and he's catching up to the 37 there of Logan Williams, and he's going to try and go for 2nd, looking to the inside. And is he going to get it off into turns 1 and 2? Still side by side down the back straight away. It looks like Salzman may get it. Here comes the 41 of King. And he's going to dive to the inside as well, and King is going to clear. So 41 hasn't won a race yet, but leads the points coming into this race, and he's going to go for 2nd underneath the Salzman.
Yeah, Josh King definitely needs this run, the current points leader. And if he wins this race, or possibly just finishes where he is right now, that'll possibly just basically lock him in. And Josh King, a really good run, now trying to advance to 2nd on Dale Salzman. Joshua Rush moves up to the 4th position from Seth Cole, and the rest of the field just gets lost in the pack. You see Bobo Jones there, the 44 of Parker Smith, 19 the Christopher Alphabet, and Bobo Jones I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what happened to him, but Bobo Jones just got shuffled out, and now he just has to bleed back in the top 15 now.
Bobo Jones settling down there in the back of the field there, but up front, oh, as we see, looks like the 00, he got past your lead by Salzman there. We were watching now the 41's going by, the 79's going by, Rush is going by, everybody getting by Mitchell Collins as he got shuffled out. Not sure. Obviously, we see he got passed for the lead. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but now he's losing a bunch of spots. A lot of things, a lot of people getting shuffled back on the high side we see here. And a lot of people who, they get shuffled to that top, and then it's just a freight train underneath getting around them.
I definitely think the tires are definitely starting to wear out on these guys as they slip into turn 2s. We see Dale Salzman getting passed by Josh King for first place with Seth Cole en route. But these guys, their tires are definitely wearing out. They're slipping up into the marbles off of 2. We're only 9 or 8 laps or so away from pit stops, so expect these guys to go down in 9 or 8 or so laps as 00 Mitchell Collins trying to claw his way back up into the shindig.
Oh, there goes Collins down the inside of the 48. Let's see back up front though. The 41, he's taking the lead. Now they're shuffling out the 12 car Salzman.
And there's a caution.
We got a caution. Caution on the racetrack.
On the track, and I believe it's big crash. Bozignor's involved, and there's more. All the 88 is Strickland. The 2 of Igor Barreto's involved. The 32, that's John Andrews.
Second in points.
Second in points. He kept coming into this race. He's involved in this wreck. Big points hit for John Andrews. The 96 of Daniel Voiles is involved. The Corvette pace car comes out. Myself is involved. And yeah, 64. I believe that's a 64 boy Reiner.
You're too busy talking to us, Christian. You couldn't pay attention to driving.
Yeah. Very unfortunate for me. I was 3rd in points too, which sucks. Alex Bonsignor was involved. I think he had the most damage out of everyone involved in this wreck. I believe that's the 28 of Clark McKee. Yeah, Clark McKee was.
I think I saw the.
And here they come down. Yes, here they come.
Here comes everyone down pit road, and we'll take it down to Trey Smith for the pit report.
Trey Wright, but you got the Trey part right. As we follow along with the 41 of Josh King, all these guys are going to be screaming for 4 tires and a full tank of gas. So we're going to follow along with the 41 team. Is going right sides first, and also who's going to take strategy? Who's going to take 4 tires? Who's going to take 2? Who's going to take a little bit of gas? So as we follow along with Bobo Jones and 39 of Josh Williamson in pit road, and 41 is going to come off pit road first, and Seth Cole is going to come off second, and coming off third is a 00 Mitchell Collins. He gained some positions. 48 of Dylan Young, and rounding out the top 5 off of pit road is a 19 of Christopher Alphaby. So we'll definitely have to go see and see what took place to bring that out wreck, but I think this should be the final set of pit stops unless we get a couple more yellows. So definitely good job for that 41 team of Josh King. His pit crew performed excellent, and he's back out in front on the racetrack. So we'll have to go ahead and take a look at the replay on what happened to bring out the caution in midway through the Whataburger 300.
So we're back here. We're just watching the replay here. You watch the 28. He slows up a big bunch right there. Probably blew a tire, and then just from behind him, nowhere to go for a lot of these cars. The 11. See, the 11 got in there. Landon Smith, the 24, the 39, the 2 car in there. And you just watch on the bottom, just everybody starts piling in on the ARCA braking. The 82, I believe that is, with a Christian Vargas, the Phoenix winner. It's 28 gets shoved up into the 75. The 75 Bonsignor took a huge hit there into the outside wall. And the 64 Chloe Reiner getting slammed up into the outside wall. Oh, big hit there. A lot of big hits here on the back straightaway. See, we got the 88 involved, Leighton Strickland. 2 car, Igor Barreto. You got a lot of good race cars torn up here midway through this race in this big multi-car crash here.
So McKee here in the 28 hour last winner, as you can see, does blow a tyre by the looks of it and the sounds of it. Everyone slows up and then comes down on the apron, and the Vargas trying to avoid. Look at the hit the 75 of Bonsignor took, and then an even bigger hit by the 32 of Andrews, and all those other cars involved as well. That was a massive crash, and it takes a lot of cars out of contention. We'll go on board with the 75, and we'll take you back to the restart.
So Alex Bonsignor just casually strolling along. He sees McKee having his failure up there. Tries to go on the high side, but I just couldn't avoid the 28 and hard into the wall. That's a brutal hit for the 75 Hers machine. As you can see a car passing by there, probably not really, just YOLOing basically. And yeah, we'll take you back to the restart here at the Whataburger 300 at Texas Motor Speedway.
Back here at the Texas Motor Speedway with a bunch of cars in the garage here heading to this restart. You got the 2s out of the race. You got the 28, I believe, is also out of the race. 75, 90, 96, 32, 82, 75 of Bonsignor for that huge hit. The 64, the 63, the 8, the 87, 66, and the 9 car all done for the day here at the Texas Motor Speedway. But back up front, coming to the restart, 41 of Josh King, the points leader, looking for his first win of the year. It's a 79 of Seth Cole restart behind him. Mitchell Collins in the 00. He lines up behind him. Then it's Dylan Young, and I believe right behind them in that 9 car, that's Hunter Blade. Here they come back up through the gears. We're restarting here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And Josh King taking a lead there. That was actually the 19 of Christopher Alphaby, just to inform you. And yeah, he just put a pass on the 40 of Dylan Young. Now looking up to the 00 of Mitchell Collins. Jeremiah Dwayne, the 36, now looks underneath Dylan Young. He'll take that. Joshua Rush goes underneath Parker Smith in the 44. And there comes the 12 of Dale Salzman trying to make up for lost ground. He had a terrible pit stop in that last set of pit stops. 21 of Ryan Benjamin right behind him. Now Benjamin is going for a pass on the 12 of Salzman. And that's pretty much all that needs to be said for now.
Battle for second, Collins to the inside of the 79 of Cole, side by side, and he will clear, and there goes Alphaby in the 19 to the inside as well as he comes to the stripe, and he will get third spot. And Cole on the outside trying to get back in line, but here comes the 48 making some ground back up. That's Dylan Young. He goes to the inside of the 79, tries to get to the inside, can't do it. And here comes the 36 back to the inside, cuts back underneath the 48, but couldn't quite get it done there. And Alphaby in the 19 all over the back of Collins as the 48 tries to go to the inside, and this time he might get it done. And going off into turns 1 and 2, and Young will grab the position from Seth Cole in the 79.
Back up front, though, the top 3 have all look like they are starting to check out here. The 41 of Josh King, the 00, and the 19 of Alphaby. Here as they are single file up at the front, about 13 laps to go here when we get to the line. So it's the 41 looking, the point leader, looking for his first win of the year. You got the 00 behind him. I believe all 3 of the, correct me, all 3 of the top 3 looking for their first win here this season, I believe.
Yes, they are.
So, yes.
Yeah, they are.
Now, that is not to say that Collins and Alphaby have not won before in Napa Fan. Both of them have. Josh King has never won before in Napa Fan, so he's going for his first career Napa Fan win here tonight.
Definitely looks like he has the stronger car here late in the going of this race, but that 00, he is very fast on the bottom, closing all the way back up to the back bumper, the 41. He goes down to the inside. He's going to look to make the pass, and the 41 for the lead.
King cuts down in front of him though, and he will hold the lead for the time being. And while this is going on, Alphaby is looking at him, and is just like, please continue to battle, because that will bring him closer to the front. Cole has cleared for 4th back there. Salzman in the 12 is 5th. They're all going single file back there, trying to catch the leaders, and then back towards back end of the top 10, you've got the 22, the 36, all kind of battling outside, well, in around about the top 10. And Dylan Young has fallen back in the 48 as well, and that's not good for him. They head back up towards the front. Still no change. Collins still all over the back of the 41. Oh, and the two, we didn't see him coming. That's Igor Barreto. He's actually still on the racetrack, and that's big for the race because it means that Collins has gotten by King. And hopefully we don't have any troubles with the two. Let's hope he could stay out of harm's way. Ooh, be very, very careful. We've got to keep an eye. We've got to
22 of Jordan Lopez.
He's going to hold up Jeremiah Dwayne just a bit. So it's gonna
Two car. I'm not sure why he's still on the track right now. Needs to be black flag removed from the track, slowing up a lot of cars right now. See, back up front, we just jump. Man, that's getting very dangerous.
Slowing up a whole pack. This is a recipe for disaster right here. A lapped car and an entire pack. This could end up badly for these guys, but no. It looks like he's just holding up the entire outside line. He's holding up the 10 to Nick Smith, I believe, and 47 of
in the 93.
Oh, back up front, the 00 has lost the lead. The 41's back in the front. The 19 is in second. The 00, he got shuffled way to the outside. Lost a bunch of spots. I think it had something to do with that. I feel like it had something to do with that there. Back up front, it's the 41 of Smith. He's looking to the inside. They're trying to get around. You got a couple of these cars that were in that big wreck there before the wreck that brought out the caution. A couple of them are still running around the racetrack. I'm not entirely sure what for. They seem to be, especially this late in the race, seem to be holding up the field a bit. But here they go, but down the backstretch to 19. He's sizing up all over the back of that 41 Alpha V. Wants to get that lead. Can't get it there. Now the 12-car salesman reeling in those leaders. He's had a strong car here trying to make up for that time he lost on the pit road.
Look at Salzman to the inside in 1 and 2, and Alpha B still hanging tough on the outside. The 12 cannot clear the 19, but it looks like he'll get it done. And here comes Joshua Rush in the 98 car up to 3rd position. We haven't seen a lot of him today, but he's been solid. He's been hanging around the top 10 now. He is in 3rd position. And here comes the 44 as well, up in the top 5. We haven't seen a lot of him. That's Parker Smith. He's now up into the 4th position. But in the end, it's the 41 car of Josh King who is running away with this race at the moment. Although Salzman got a good run through turns 1 and 2. There's the 19, way up top, losing a lot of ground.
The 12-car salesman, he's trying to reel back in the leaders. He's got the 98, the 44, and the 12 all behind him. Now I believe, that's
another lap car, 52.
Owen Miles was involved in that. Coming up on him right here, gonna reach him in the apex. Slow him down just a bit.
This is gonna be big for Josh King. Owen Miles is holding him up. Here comes Joshua Rush in the 98. Now trying to look up for the 41. He almost gets into the 44 of Parker Smith. But now Owen Miles has hold up Joshua King. Here comes Jonathan King. Josh King, yeah, Josh King. Here comes the 44 right around the 98. Parker Smith. Now looks like he's charging on King.
And I would like to point out we got 3 laps to go in this race. These guys, if these guys want to get up to Josh King, they got to go.
Yeah, they do have to go here. They do have to go here. Josh King, the points leader, looking for his first career Napa fan win. You have the 44 of Parker Smith. He's also looking for his first win of the year. Here you got the 22 behind him. And Jordan Lopez also looking to return here to victory lane. Less than 3 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. They are top 3, all single file, all closing in. Here goes the 44. It looks like, is he going to try and move to the inside?
Here he comes. He can't quite get to the inside. King holds his ground in the 41 as we're coming to the white flag this time. And look at the run that the 41 got through turn 3 and 4. He runs away, and here comes the 22. The white flag's out here at Texas. It's Josh King, the points leader. Here comes the 22. That's Jordan Lopez to the inside. He's going to get past Parker Smith. Can he make a run at the 41?
How about
down the back for the final time?
4th, Dale Salzman. But it looks like he's going to run out of time. Looks like Jordan Lopez is as well going to run out of time as they come off the turn 4. Unless Jordan Lopez makes something right here.
Here he comes. Here he
comes. Got to run to the inside. Not quite. Josh King's going to win it.
Josh King is your winner as Igor Barreto nearly wrecks him. Josh King, your points leader, will win his first ever victory in the NRL. I forgot what this league is called. At the Whataburger 300 at Texas.
NRL. No, we should not name the Chris Lee.
Oh, and there's contact
whoa.
nearly between Joshua Rush. What could cause that?
Not paying attention, but I think Jordan Lopez is just thinking, man, I wish we had one more lap because that 2-car would have definitely played a factor in the end of that race. But what an amazing race here, honestly. Josh King getting his first Napa fan win at the Whataburger 300.
And Josh King almost won last week at Homestead as well, and I remember him commenting, and he was a little bit frustrated about that. Well, he just upped it up a little bit there. One of the closest finishes we've had this year on Napa Fan, as Josh King holds up Jordan Lopez for the top position. Parker Smith, Dale Salzman, Ryan Benjamin, Joshua Rush, Mitchell Collins, Zachary DeLello came out of nowhere for a top 10. And then Seth Cole and Christopher Alfie, a couple of guys who were running up front earlier on, but two major accidents in this race. See everyone who's knocked out from that, but what a race that was. That was a fun one. That's why I used the original version of Texas, because it's always good. And even though we had a couple of big wrecks, the racing was excellent. And like you mentioned, if Jordan Lopez had one more lap, his teammate, Igor Beretta, would have come in and helped him out there, but that wasn't the case. Josh King, our points leader, is going to extend his points lead with this victory. And, yeah, final thoughts on this race, guys. I mean, it was a wild one. You guys did a great job of calling it.
Yeah, it was really wild, especially those two big wrecks, and especially when it all came down to the finish. Jordan Lopez, if he had just had one more lap, he could have possibly used his teammate Barreto as a pick and could have possibly won this thing, but congratulations to Josh King overall. This will extend his points lead greatly.
Yeah, particularly as Andrews and Vargas both out of the race. Big time result for Josh King today, get the win. And I'll give a lot of credit to Jordan Lopez as well. He really came from nowhere and nearly pulled it off. Great run for him.
And give the credit to the 44 Parker Smith, too. He turned up late, almost had a chance there to win, couldn't close the deal, but definitely, 41, he had the fastest car all day here at Texas, and he definitely, put that 41 car right in victory lane for the first time all year.
Yeah, and a couple other guys to mention in the top 10. Mitchell Collins had an up and down day, but brings it home to a solid P7. Zachary DeLello came from absolutely nowhere to finish P8. Seth Cole finishes P9, and as aforementioned, Christopher Alphaby with the top 10. And John Andrews, I know I'm being a little bit biased here, but I'm kind of sad that he's going to be tanking in the points. But you know what? That's the name of the game. As the 32 car finishes P32, ironically. But regardless, really awesome race here. So that's my take on it. Congratulations to Josh King on his first ever Napa fan win.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed this race, you're definitely going to enjoy tomorrow's race from the Texas Motor Speedway in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. 67 laps of action in that one of the longer races of the year in the Interstate Batteries 500. And I always love Texas. A lot of guys love Texas, and we're going to have another great race here tomorrow at noon Eastern time, I guess. I guess that's going to be a good time. Just do it as scheduled. But either way, next race here in the Turkey Hill Series is, I think, Bristol. I'm pretty sure.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it will be. First time we're actually going to go to Bristol under the sunshine. Going to be a day race at Bristol next week. I'm pretty sure it's Bristol that's the next race, though. Yeah, it is. So Bristol coming up next week for the Simpson 300. Going to be a fun one in the Turkey Hill Series. We had a great race there. I actually vividly remember when I did the Season 4 race. I came home from work and no one was home and it was midnight. I did the race at midnight by myself and it was great. Had some passes for the race lead. That wasn't the night version though. We're going to be in the day version for this year's Bristol race, but it's going to be a fun one. The world's fastest half mile next week in the Turkey Hill Series and also in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But thank you so much to Matt Tuck, Stuart Gratton, Christian Vargas, and Trey Wright. Did a heck of a job calling this race, and hopefully we could do some more throughout the year. We'll definitely have some time to do so in the coming months, but hey, glad we can still do this for you guys. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and just be safe. That's just all there is to it. Be smart about it. Congratulations to Josh King, your race winner here from the Texas Motor Speedway. He gets the Whataburger 300, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the Interstate Batteries 500 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Here are the points for the Turkey Hill Series after 7 races, and I will see you guys later.